What's up, everybody?
Hey, welcome back.
We're here for episode 3?
Four.
4 of Ted Lasso.
Yes, episode 4 of Ted Lasso. This show is amazing.
It is amazing.
Uh,
it's the burst of positivity that I need to get through my day.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. We've had a lot of comments from people saying that, like, this is what really, when they were during the pandemic, during the lockdown, this was their go-to show.
I see why. I totally see why.
100%.
It's, all the characters are pretty nice for the most part. You can pretty much get along with everyone except for Jamie. And, even he has cracks.
Maybe.
Where you can see there's something good in him. But at this point, he's still kind of a D-bag.
Maybe. I think the idea is that Ted's going to work on him.
Yeah.
I mean,
he responded well to the positive reinforcement.
He did.
Very briefly.
I think Rebecca also is a person that, she's obviously a foil. She's obviously the villain and an antagonist right now. But because we're getting so much of why,
like her.
Yeah, no, I completely sympathize with her because again, she's the one that's going through the divorce with the terrible, terrible ex-husband. The tabloids are dragging her through the mud. His affairs are like right in her face. It sucks. She's in a crap position. She's hurt.
Yeah,
and she's just handling it poorly. But that doesn't mean she's a terrible person or that she's irredeemable.
No,
I think if I had to pick between the two, between Jamie and her, of like who has the better odds of coming around, I'd pick her.
For sure.
Because I understand her reasonings for why she is how she is, and Jamie just seems hardwired to be a douche.
Keely was kind of winning her over, too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the last episode.
I love Keely.
Like, the nice little bonding moment.
Yeah, I love Keely, and we kind of got at the end of the last episode the hints of maybe some romantic chemistry between Keely and Roy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
maybe.
Maybe. She's definitely attracted to him.
Right.
When he came in there, I mean, they had that little... I don't know if you call that flirting, but when he leaves the locker room angry and she's kind of making fun of him,
right?
And she kind of got to him a little bit.
Well,
the club though,
that's when it was like Keely and she's like Roy, and you
could
tell like she was
he's a badass,
right? she was picking up what he was laying down.
Oh yeah, right in front of Jamie too, which was really nice.
Yeah, it really was. But the big thing for me in the last episode was how other people are starting to come around. Winning over Trent was a lot of fun because he's the one journalist you thought was set up to I will never like this guy.
He was the biggest dick in the show.
Right. Yeah. But I really liked what we started to see with Roy. Roy is a nicer, kinder, more reasonable man than
he's still gruff.
He's gruff. And he's blunt, and he's a moody old bastard, but he stood up for Nate, who was getting bullied.
It's the Wrinkle in Time, man.
Yeah, the book got to right. And the Wrinkle in Time book about I need to be a leader actually was really getting to him.
Yeah,
and he's obviously incredibly cute with his little niece.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
When he was storming off when he was storming off mad at Trent and Ted on the soccer field. And he's just like power walking off after cussing him out, and his hand goes out for his niece. That was so cute and so fun.
It was very sweet.
Yeah, loved it. Loving this a lot. And now we're on episode 4. I think there's 10 in the first season, so we're getting to about the halfway point, almost, at least of the first season. So yeah,
lots of development in the first couple episodes.
Yeah, there was a lot.
I mean, really
well defined characters. Yeah, that they're fleshed out, which a lot of sitcoms don't do. I love The Office, I love Parks and Rec, but those are two examples of shows that really didn't flesh out their characters until later seasons.
It's like as the show goes on, you learn more and more.
Right, like the first season of The Office and probably the first 2 seasons of Parks and Rec, you're kind of like, meh. But then when we start really developing supporting characters, then it really starts getting good.
Yeah, especially when Rob Lowe and Adam Scott show up.
Right. Yeah. But this is one where right out of the gate, you get a good sense of how lived in the characters are. We do want to welcome 2 new Patreon subscribers.
2 Patreon subscribers.
So, Jessica Asakevich and KR89, thank you and welcome.
Thanks,
we really
guys.
Do appreciate it.
It is
very helpful for us. For those of you who are interested in full-length reactions, as you could probably suss out, we do have a Patreon linked below for all of our content. Please check that out.
Bring your own copy because we can't show it on there.
Right, you need to have your own support material to watch. You can't see, obviously, all of it. We do not own copyright. For those of you watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, which many of you have done. We really appreciate it. It is also very helpful for us. So thank you for those of you doing it. And please, please, please do it for those who haven't and are watching and enjoying our content, which we appreciate.
Jimmy, sorry, I didn't put that cross where you wanted it.
Is the game over or is this
forget it, mate.
halftime?
Hey.
I hate him. Yeah.
Boy, I'm done with you being a prick to everyone.
Yeah, I love you, Roy.
So...
They're doing the foreheads. They're doing a scrum.
Yeah. 2 battling rams.
Yeah.
boys what the first rule of my fight club is.
No fight club!
No fight club.
Jamie sucks, man.
He is the worst. Like, I want him to come around really
Right.
bad because I want everybody to
I
do
think he's
well
the
in the
farthest
show.
away. Like I said, even
He's so
even
far
farther
away.
than Rebecca. Because I mean, talking to Sam like that, Sam is obviously a nice guy.
Yeah, I know. They threw the birthday party and everything, you know?
Yeah.
Coach, you know what I'm thinking about right now?
West Side Story?
You know it. Sharks and Jets. Hey, you think these fellas can solve their problems with a dance off at a gymnasium? Uh-oh. Yeah?
I need to know who your +1 is.
Oh, well, that'd be Mr. Two Entrees here.
He's already bringing the day.
I'm going to bring Nathan.
Who?
Nate the Great.
Aren't you having chicken?
I don't think I can get away with that anymore.
Sure you could. Fashion's all about confidence. You know, if I didn't have any confidence, I never would have worn pajamas to my prom and ended up in jail the rest of that night. But you don't want to hear that story.
It's just not me. It's not
You look like James Bond.
You look
Chill
great,
out.
yeah. She looks great, too.
Yeah.
Down, boy. Mm-hmm. That's a good boy. Find a treat, yeah?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Find a
God.
treat.
Dude, I was hoping I'd catch. Holy moly, look at you.
That looks terrible on him. Look how big that was.
Everyone's gonna look great in a suit.
Right.
Just read that needle perfect, Nate. Yeah, nailed it. That suit does not fit at all.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It's like covered his hands.
I buy one, but you know, it's so expensive. I just...
Come on, follow me.
He's gonna buy him a
If
suit.
he's gonna buy him a suit, that is so nice.
That's awesome.
Aw. I love the support they give each other. Or at least she gives her.
Nate's looking good.
Yes. Don't strut. Let the suit do the work.
Great to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. Ah, that was awesome.
Look, there's a beard over there. That's his new gal, Jane.
I don't think I've seen him without a hat on.
I know.
Apparently they like
I kind of thought he would wear a hat, but I get it. You know.
Oh, that wasn't a joke.
Was it not?
I guess it kind of was. No, hey, come on back here. This is my doing. I parent trapped y'all. Tell me what the biggest issue you got with each other. Tell me.
He's a piece of shit.
If his brain was on fire, I wouldn't piss in his ear.
What? You don't need to be best friends to be great
Never heard that
teammates.
one before.
Rupert was always very good at the public speaking part.
Oh, hey, here's a little trick of the trade. Just make fun of yourself right off the bat. A little joke. Folks love that.
Okay, so what should I make fun of myself about?
Oh, that's a trap.
Right.
You can all bid on our very own Richmond players.
Oh, is this like a date auction?
Same as always, no hanky-panky unless the player signs a waiver.
Oh my god, is that him?
It sure is.
Oh my god.
We raised £800,000 last year.
He's kind of stealing her thunder a little bit.
Yeah. This is crappy.
Crashing your party, but I so badly want to help. My fingers and toes are crossed that you will have me.
Of course. Let's get him a seat at the boring table.
Another reason shirts exist.
I will be bidding for a night with you.
Oh, thanks, love. Yeah, it's just a date though. It's not a whole night.
Before, if she bids over 3,000, you will have to fuck her.
Not true.
Well, I said don't let the wisdom of age be wasted on you.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
I just came up with that.
Yeah,
Really good about it.
it was good. He's really getting through to Roy.
Yeah.
I don't love our last two losses, though. Horrible showing. Yeah. Had to say it. Wish I didn't.
He didn't.
Okay. Who knows? Maybe we'll turn around, huh?
Not too much champagne now, dear. Got to stay sharp for the auction.
Why don't you do the auction?
No, I couldn't. This is your night.
We both know they'd rather see you.
She is so gracious.
I know.
Good for you for getting back
What?
out there looking like that.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Rebecca, you could stop him. You're so
She
much taller
could.
than him. You could whoop the hell out of him.
Like, I think she's in her 40s, and he seems like he's like 60 or 70.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
We'll start with £5,000.
I want him, Rupert.
£5,000. Joel Barnaby, Richmond's premier breeder of Shetland ponies.
Now, don't bid again.
10,000.
Whoa.
Oh, stunning. And that applies to the bid and the bidder.
Oh.
Now she's gonna do it.
Oh, now Keely's gonna get into it.
£12,000.
14,000.
Why spend the time with your boyfriend for free when you can have him for 25 grand?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This, eat that.
That's horrible.
And I listened.
Oh man.
So now I'm alone. I'm alone, Ted, just like he said I would be if I left.
I take back every mean thing I've ever said about her.
I know.
You go ahead. I need to freshen up. I probably look like Robert Smith after he's woken up from a nap.
Very emotional man. I'll see you inside.
Were you ever a Cure fan?
I love The Cure.
Yeah.
Love The Cure. That's a good...
When I was a kid, I really loved The Cure, yeah.
Last to you. You're so selfish and arrogant. Every time I do it, it makes me want to fucking puke.
Because you won a few trophies, you walk around here expecting everyone to kiss your ring.
Yeah. I can be like that.
You and that Doug bloke, you ever become friends?
Fuck no. I hope he's dead.
See you dying.
Such a prick.
Texted Robbie Williams, asked him to come tonight. You could have probably just as easily asked him not to come.
He said sure would.
I'm glad Ted kind of stood up for Rebecca there, too.
Totally did.
The young woman that was bidding on Jamie was actually his other +1.
Oh. What a douche.
I know.
I take it back. I hate him more than I did.
Every time he
Every
breaks
time.
through.
Right.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but I was married to a man for 12 years who never once took responsibility for any single one of them.
Jealous is so cool.
Oh, you think jealousy's cool, do you?
I hate
No,
him.
babe, don't get jealous.
Well, can we...
Right, £1,000.
Oh, any advances on that?
2,000.
Oh my god, that lady.
Yeah.
She needed a footballer in her life.
Donating £1 million to the cause.
How rich is this guy?
Yeah. Billionaire, yeah.
I mean, if
yeah.
you own
a football
if you own a
team,
football
yeah,
team, yeah.
Over her goal of 800,000.
And he managed to make the whole thing about him.
Sure did.
This here is Cam Cole. He's an
You got the guy on the street.
Go on, Cam. Show me what you got.
I hope this guy rocks. He's either going to rock or suck, but I'm guessing rocks.
He's gonna get judged at first, for sure.
It's a one-man band. That's actually pretty cool.
That is kind of cool. All right.
Yeah, the guy rocks.
Get that man a record deal.
Yeah.
Thank you again for such an unbelievable donation.
See you next year.
Can't wait.
She handled that better than I would have.
Yeah.
Only one that can see who he really is. But you're not.
Oh, she needed to hear that. With the press and everything being at her. That was great.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I shouldn't have done that.
Thanks.
You're done.
Good.
I'll see you around.
She doesn't need him.
You wanna go get like really drunk?
Yes, I do.
Then we can go.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
That's awesome.
What a great transition shot
Yeah.
there.
That's awesome.
That was great. Good.
You know what? No surprise. A fantastic episode. This show, the hits keep on coming with this show. I gotcha.
Thank you.
Hit escape there. Yeah, the hits just keep on coming with the show. I love it so much.
I'm telling you, this is amazing. That was such a good episode.
You know, I like the show so much that after we're done with it, I'm probably going to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I am too, for sure.
It's just so comfortable.
Yeah, no, it
For lack of
really
a better
is.
word, you know, it makes you feel good. There are conflicts in the show, but nothing that doesn't get worked out. Nothing doesn't get handled. Nothing that's super dark. You know what I mean?
Well, I really like the fact that, you know, throughout, like, people were going through some tough stuff in this episode.
Yeah.
But the support systems from everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Rebecca and Keely.
They're so great.
They're so good for each other.
Yeah.
Like, they were really, like... I know in sitcoms it's really popular with female characters to have, like, frenemy relationships, you know, where it's like there's that weird contrived Hollywood
I
female
like the
competition.
contention,
Yeah, that
yeah.
female competition that's built up in a lot of sitcoms
Yeah.
because you can do a lot dramatically with it, which it's tired. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
at this point, yeah, for sure.
Completely. But I feel like it's lazy, easy writing, and this goes the opposite direction. It's like this is two great women, right?
Yeah.
Rich, powerful. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Two women that are in situations where they kind of
have each
support
other's
each other.
back.
They had each other's back,
Yeah.
absolutely, honestly and earnestly, and not with no ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that they're trying to get for themselves out of the other one. Just being there to support each other. And you don't see that nearly as much as you see the female competition relationships.
Sure. And the show's obviously called Ted Lasso. It is Ted's show. But
Right.
it's kind of about everybody else's way back
Yeah,
to
it's
life.
definitely an ensemble show for sure.
You know, it's about Rebecca's way back to life.
Right.
It's about Roy figuring himself out.
Keely figuring herself out there.
Maybe Jamie, but he kind of seems like a lost cause. Like,
I'm sure.
Eventually,
Jamie's going to come around.
I mean, he's taking the longest. Like he said, he's 23.
The one person, honestly, on the show after watching this one, is like, I don't see a way back for you, is Rupert, probably.
We never really had a moment of goodness.
We never. Well, he's an old man who is awful, and what are the odds that he's not set in his ways at this point as an old billionaire?
I mean, from the opening shot of the first. Well, I don't know if it was the opening shot, but from the beginning of the first episode,
we know what a garbage person he is.
I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised if.
I mean, maybe he comes around to where he's not awful to Rebecca, but I still don't think him being like. I mean, I don't know if we're even going to see him again.
Yeah. We might for some kind of dramatic purposes at the very end of it.
I think it'd be interesting to bring him back because the dynamic between him and Rebecca, I think, is something still worth exploring a little bit. I love Rebecca. I love Rebecca.
She was, obviously had some mean moments earlier.
Well, but she's still kind of the antagonist.
That was a very real moment they had in the alleyway, her and Ted.
Right.
And even her and Keely,
Right. I mean, I don't see her changing her mind about wanting the team to suck, and that's kind of going to be an important deal. And maybe she will. But I mean, if she does she keep Ted around? I mean, I don't, because he's losing all of his games, so I don't know how that goes. All I know is I'm really loving the characters on here.
Mm-hmm.
What Ted did for Nate was really, really kind and nice. Jamie and Roy kind of begrudgingly agreeing to respect each other, even if they still hate each other, was nice.
Yeah.
I really love where the characters are going with this and where the relationships are going.
I do too. And it's funny that like Roy and Jamie are breaking each other down to a certain extent,
Right.
But if Roy gets romantic with Keely,
that would be
drive a huge wedge between those two guys.
I don't see anything resolving itself between those two if that happens.
They just stare at each other longingly, and it's like, oh my god, I love this idea of them being.
It might just be like it could have been longingly. It could have been her being like sincerely sorry and him being sincerely glad that she was apologizing.
Well, the way he was looking at her whenever she flipped off Jamie and like walked out of the room, I mean, he cares.
Right.
And like we said in the club in the last episode, they're picking up what they're putting down.
Right.
So it's there. The chemistry's
it's there. The chemistry's there. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much romance is good. This show seems more like about support and friendly relationships. So I don't know. I mean, maybe. I just don't know how much romance is going to be involved.
Just because there's chemistry between people does not mean they have to bang each other.
Right, exactly.
So if they can be like friends, that'd be cool too.
Right.
But it is there.
Right. If we're going against convention by having the two female characters be really supportive and kind to each other, maybe we'll go against convention that every man and woman that's attractive and nice to each other, they don't have to hook up. Right?
Sure.
I also think it's lazy writing in television. Like, why did these guys hook up? Well, it's because they're both attractive, and that's what you do in television or movies or whatever. I'm like, oh, well.
Maybe that's what they're going with. Maybe the opportunity presents itself, and Roy is like, no, I care about my team. I don't want to do that to Jamie.
That's true. That could be
happen.
Yeah, any number of things. Obviously, we're 4 episodes in. Mm-hmm. We're 2 hours of the television show in.
Sure. We really are, aren't we?
Yeah, and so a lot can happen. But I really like where it's going, and I don't think they could take a wrong direction at this point with those relationships because they're establishing mutual respect, kind of around the board.
I'm just glad hanging out with these characters, honestly.
Yeah, and we will be back in a week to do another one, and I cannot wait for sure.
It's the longest week ever.
Right. Later, guys.